Today, we will talk about how to build emergency funds. Having some extra funds available for emergencies is an essential component of your overall financial well-being, with enough cash to cover 3 to 6 months of expenses being a common recommendation. For many people, though, that can add up to an intimidating number and can discourage even the best-intentioned saver. But don't give up before you start. The game of saving is mostly psychological, and you can win it. Even if you're starting from zero, regularly setting money aside, even in small amounts, will eventually get you to your goal. It just takes time and a little discipline. What is an emergency fund? An emergency fund is money in a bank account that's set aside for unplanned expenses, such as medical bills, car repairs, or home repairs. An emergency fund can also help you weather a loss of income from job loss or extended illness. Using funds earmarked for unexpected bills can reduce the need and the costs associated with high-interest credit cards or personal loans to pay them. Here are 7 steps to build emergency funds. 1. Start saving. Based on the amount you've decided to save, how long will it take to reach your emergency fund goal? It helps to keep a target date in mind and set milestones along the way so you can celebrate progress. Use our savings goal calculator to help see how long it would take to reach your target. You may want to open a separate savings account for your emergency fund, so you're not tempted to dip into it. Plus, you may be able to earn some interest to add to your savings. Ideally, you want to be able to access the money quickly if you need it, so you don't want it to be in a locked savings account or invested. A good way to stick to your savings plan is to set up a standing order to move money into a savings account each month. If you schedule it for the day you get paid, you'll lower the temptation to spend it. You can also put extra money into your savings account whenever you want. If you have money left over at the end of a month, why not add it to your savings? 2. Determine your emergency fund goal. The average household spends an average of $3,490 on the necessities of housing, transportation, and food, according to survey by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS. Calculating what your household needs for such necessities is key in determining your emergency fund goal. A budget is a spending plan that helps you to determine how much money you need each month to cover essential expenses. This number can be calculated by adding up monthly costs for housing, food, transportation, and other necessities, and then multiplying the sum by 6, which gives you the amount you need to cover 6 months of expenses. It will take most households some time to reach the 6-month goal. 3. Set up a direct deposit. 9 out of 10 Americans indicated they were paid through direct deposit in American Payroll Association survey. Direct deposit automatically deposits your paycheck and other funds directly into your checking or savings account, eliminating the need to manually deposit checks. But all your funds needn't go into just one account. Setting up a split direct deposit allows you to direct a specific amount of money to your emergency fund with the remainder going to your checking account or vice versa. There are also savings apps that can automatically transfer a percentage of your paycheck into a savings account. Automating the process not only simplifies saving, it can also help keep you on track toward your savings goals. 4. Gradually increase your savings. According to the Bureau of Economic Analysis, the U.S. personal saving rate was 2.3%, which is the lowest it's been since 2005. Personal saving rate is the percentage saved out of one's disposable income. One way you can boost your savings rate over time is to increase the amount you're contributing to your emergency fund by 1% or a specific sum until you've reached your savings goal. Increasing the amount in increments can help to make the smaller deposit into your checking account appear less noticeable. 5. Save unexpected income. A financial windfall consists of coming into a significant amount of money unexpectedly. Of those who receive such a windfall, 70% won't have any of the money left after a few years, according to the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. At least a part of any windfall that you receive should be used to add to an emergency fund, unless you already have a sufficient one established. Unexpected money can come in the form of a tax refund, bonus, cash gift, inheritance, or winning a contest or the lottery. 6. Keep saving after reaching your goal. The average cost of living for 1 year is $66,928, according to the BLS. The more you can add to your emergency savings, the longer you'll be able to stay afloat if you end up out of work due to a job loss or illness. Some emergencies require more than a 6-month cushion. Being unemployed for more than a year or being hospitalized for several months are both situations where you'll be glad you have more money saved in your emergency fund. 7. Use a bank account bonus to jumpstart your savings. Banks frequently offer cash incentives to new customers for opening new checking or savings accounts. The additional cash can be useful in establishing an emergency fund or adding to an existing one. Currently, banks are offering up to $3,500 in bonuses for opening a new checking or savings account, or to those who refer a friend or family member. In addition to looking for a bank account bonus, another way you can increase your bank account balance is by making sure you're getting the best return on your money. The best rates can often be found at online banks, which don't have the overhead costs of maintaining branches. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.